introduction လေးကိုအရင်စထားလိုက်ပါမယ်နော်တချို့ကျောင်းသားနဲ့ကျောင်းသားမိဘတွေပေါ့နော်ဒီပွဲကို register လုပ်ထားတယ်ဒါပေမဲ့အကြောင်းကြောင့်ပေါ့နော်ဒီ join ဖို့အတွက်တချို့ချက်ချင်း link မရသေးတာလေးတွေရှိလို့လေသူတို့ link လေးတွေပြန်ပို့နေနေတစ်ချက်လေး video ပြရင်လည်းစောင့်ပေးထားတာပေါ့နော်ဟုတ်အခုကျမတို့ဒီနေ့ပြုလုပ်မယ့် webinar အစီအစဉ်ကတော့ဒီ Australia မှာသူ့ရဲ့အထင်ရှားဆုံးပေါ့နော် Sydney မြို့မှာရှိတဲ့ University of Technology Sydney ပြောရမယ်ဆိုရင်တော့ Sydney မြို့ရဲ့မြို့လေကောင်အကြဆုံးuniversity တွေဖြစ်တဲ့ technology နဲ့ပတ်သက်လို့တကယ်ကိုနာမည်ကြီးတဲ့ University of Technology Sydney ကိုသွားဖို့ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်မြန်မာကျောင်းသားတွေနဲ့ဘယ်လိုလမ်းကြောင်းနေနဲ့သွားလို့ရလဲဆိုတာလေးတွေကိုအဓိကပြောပြပေးမှာပါရှင်မြန်မာနိုင်ငံက10တန်းအောင်ကလေးတွေ IGCSE ပြီးထားတဲ့ကလေးတွေဆိုရင်တော့ Australia ကိုတက္ကသိုလ်တက်ချင်ပြီဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ဓာတ်ရိုက် first year ကိုတက်လို့မရသေးဘူးပေါ့နော်ဒီ12တန်းပညာရေးအတွက် foundation တစ်နှစ်အရင်တက်ရတယ်အဲ့တော့အဲ့ foundation year ကိုလည်း UTS ထဲမှာတခါတည်းတက်လို့ရမယ်လမ်းကြောင်းနောက်တစ်ခုကကျတော့ဒီဘက်မှာအဲ့လို12တန်းနဲ့ညီမျှတဲ့ပညာရေးလမ်းကြောင်းတွေရှိထားတယ်ပေါ့ဥပမာ A level IB OSSD ပေါ့နော်အစရှိသဖြင့်ပေါ့နော်သူတို့အတိအမှတ်ပြုတဲ့ပညာရေးလမ်းကြောင်းတွေရှိထားမယ်Global Assessment Certificate တို့လို့ပေါ့နော်ဆိုရင်သူတို့ကကြတော့လေတခါ University of First Year ကိုဓာတ်ရိုက်လျှောက်တဲ့အချိန်မှာတခါလေကျမြန်မာနိုင်ငံကပေါ့နော်ကျောင်းသားတွေအတွက် international school တွေကိုဓာတ်ရိုက်လျှောက်တကယ်တမ်း international university တွေကိုဓာတ်ရိုက်သွားတက်တဲ့အခါမှာကြုံတွေ့ရနိုင်တဲ့အခက်အခဲလေးတွေကိုပြန်ပြီးတော့ကူညီလျှော့ချပေးမဲ့ first year နဲ့ညီမျှတဲ့ Diploma Program လေးနောက်တစ်ခါဒီဘက်ကနေဘွဲရထားပြီးတဲ့အခါကျတော့ UTS ရဲ့ master ကိုသွားချင်တယ်ဒါပေမဲ့ master ကို direct တက်ဖို့အတွက်ပေါ့နော်နည်းနည်းလေးထပ်ပြီးပြင်ဆင်ဖို့လိုအပ်နေတဲ့သူတွေအတွက် pre master program တွေဒီလမ်းကြောင်းတွေကို UTS University of Technology Sydney campus ထဲမှာပဲတခါတည်းအတူတူရှိပြီး run ပေးနေတဲ့ UTS College ကနေပြီးတော့ဒီ foundation diploma နဲ့ pre master program တွေအကြောင်းဒီနေ့ရှင်းပြပေးပါမှာပါရှင်အဲ့တော့ဒီ presentation လုပ်နေတော့မှသိချင်တာတွေရှိလို့ရှိရင်လည်း Q&A box လေးမှာမေးထားလို့ရတယ်ကျမတို့ကိုယ်တိုင်ဖြည့်ပေးထားလို့ရတဲ့ဟာဆိုတော့ type လုပ်ပြီးဖြည့်ပေးထားမယ်ပေါ့နော်တကယ်လို့ miss ခေါ်ကိုယ်တိုင်ကနေပြီးတော့မှသူကိုယ်တိုင် live ဖြည့်ပေးဖို့လိုတဲ့ဟာမျိုးလေးဆိုတော့ကျမတို့ question ကို answer live လေးလုပ်ပေးထားမယ် presentation ပြီးလို့ Q&A session မှာဆိုလို့ရှိရင်သူဆက်ပြီးတော့ဒီမိကွန်းတစ်ခုချင်းစီကိုဖြည့်ပေးသွားမယ်ပေါ့နော်အဲ့ဒါဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ကျမတို့ဒီနေ့ presentation လေးကိုစလိုက်ကြမယ်နော် Hello Hi you may start now
Hello. Yeah, my name is Hoa. I'm a representative of UTS College. I'm very happy to present for all of you today. So let me share this. I could start right now, right? Yeah, so could I set the screen for all of you to have a look at first? Okay, wait for a while, please. Okay, thank you so much to invite us to be present for today regarding to the UTS College as well as UTS. As Ms. Monta have just presented to you all regarding to our UTS College, but in order for you to have the fully understanding about us, I would like to present some of the Pathway Program in order for you to get the internationally recognized Australian degree, especially for UTS. Okay, so before moving forward, I just want to give the full brief information image about us for you to have a look at. Okay, so we will have the video today for you to have a look at first. Okay. All right, thanks for your time watching our video introductions about our campus and also about the student lifestyle here right now. So moving forward, I just want to mention some of the very important factors for you to have a look before considering UTS as a destination for your future study. Okay, so as you all know that we are the university of the leading technology to improve all of the impacts in the new lifestyle, and then we are currently located in the central of the Sydney right now, or we call it as the CBD. As you can see, like our ranking is improving for all of the years, and then right now we are placed at the number 8. Following the Times Higher Education Young University for all of the university below 50 years old. And also we also ranking at the number 5 in Australia for the graduate employability ranking in 2022. What does it mean for this one to us? As you can see that UTS is not in the group of 8, but we are ranked number 5 in Australia for the general. So it does mean like most of our student is repetitive and then they are hands-on and practical enough to be in the workforce immediately after graduate from our school. Okay, moving forward with our another ranking is 133 and 143 for the World University ranking. What does it mean for this one? As you can see, right, whenever placing for all kind of these ranking, we have to have a very good commitment regarding to our education's quality, as well as also about the support for all of the international students. So I believe that you guys as the international student, why decided to choose the school, we will be the best for you to consider right now. Okay, so different with our name only regarding to technology, right? As I say, we cover most of the various repetitive field for you to have a look at. We cover from some of the architecture, design, communications, business, to all of the specialized program known as law, nursing, or even regarding to the health science. So if you are interested in those kind of the major, please feel free to contact us, and then we could support you to understand about which pathway will be the most appropriate for you to consider. Okay, and no worries about what does it mean for the technology. It doesn't mean like we will apply all kind of the technology, the modern style in all of your program. And then what does it mean? It does mean like whenever you complete our program, you will be at the leading person for the workforce immediately after graduations. Okay, so moving forward, so we can see like our UTS program will provide you all kind of the bachelor, graduate certificate, master, and also as well as the PhD. Meanwhile, UTS College is a part of UTS, and then we provide some of the supplementary program for you to be more confident why decided to study with UTS. So here is all of the pathway program we are currently offer for you. We have the academic English, foundation study, diploma program, as well as the pre-master. And then I will moving forward further for you to have a look at what does it mean for each program here, and then where will you be for the pathway together with us. Okay, so moving forward, and then we can see like most of our PERMI students, we will graduate from the matriculations exam. If you have the average academic result at the 60%, then you can moving forward to the pathway number 1 with us, the first pathway here. And then you will go for the UTS foundation study with the 12 months. And then after that, you can moving forward to the 3 years program with UTS program. So we guarantee you the place to the UTS, and also we provide you some of the basic platform to assure that you can cope with the new environment with the smooth transitions moving forward. Okay, but if you have the better excellent result, like the 2 distinctions in your academic result, what will be the pathway for you? So the pathway for you will be the foundation standard. It does mean like your program will be a little bit shortened with 8 months program only, and then moving forward to the 3 years program. In order for you to looking for some of the specific scholarship with us, you can moving forward to the diploma program here. Why I said that so? The reason is because that we do have the 50% scholarship for the student when they package with the diploma. So if you are the very a high achiever and then you would like to challenge yourself with the 50% scholarship, please consider with the second pathway with us. The reason is because when you're doing this one, if you have the excellent result after complete our diploma, you will have the high chance in order to get the 50% scholarship for the remaining course in the UTS degree. So if any of you would like to consider about this pathway, please feel free to drop the questions in the Q&A, so we will respond to you further after my presentations. Okay, so moving forward for some of the students who did study for the for 2 years later of the post-secondary study, so you can moving forward directly to our diploma program. What will be the difference between the diploma program and the 3 years program? I would like to say so it is no different, because our diploma program will be considered as the first year program of the UTS degree. So immediately after you complete our diploma, which down more than 2 fail in your subjects, in your academic result, you can be moving forward to the second year, depending on which major you are considered to study with us. So I will explain further. If you have this kind of qualifications, please feel free to drop the questions here for me to explain further about it for you. Okay, and then some of the students who currently obtain for some of international qualification, means at the SAT, IB, or A level, you can be directly into our 3 years program as UTS degree. But for example, like if you would like to have the smoother transitions, we are happy to encourage you to apply to the third pathway here with the diploma program, and then moving forward to the second year of a UTS degree. So it is up to you to decide whichever pathway is most convenient for your studying style. So if you prefer something more smaller class size with more support according to the academic, so please consider with the pathway program with UTS College. But if you would like to challenge yourself more, you would like to consider for the new program in university. So you could consider for the direct entry to our 3 years program in UTS. Okay, so I will be moving forward for our pathway here. So let's consider for those students who haven't had the English proficiency, no worries. You can consider our placement test, and then we can check whether you are okay, eligible to our program yet or not. If not, we also offer for the English program here, and then you can package together with your academic program, for example, like foundations, diploma, or even your 3 years bachelor together with UTS. So we are currently offer for the scholarship of the free 10-week academic English program for those students who package the academic English together with the English program in this September. So it will be the last chance for you. So don't worry, and then try to apply as soon as possible if you did consider UTS College and UTS as your destinations already. So any further questions, please feel free to drop the questions here for us. Okay. So I'm moving forward with the foundation study, and then I received quite a lot number of applications of PERMI students for the foundation study. And then I believe it is a very good program for you to consider, and why. Okay, so as an international student, we all know that the basic informations and basic knowledge of us during studying in the high school will be a little bit different, and especially for the English vocabulary of some specific major. So doing our foundations, it does help you to one more time strengthen your platform, to help you to improve your academic English, to assure that you will be familiar with doing the assignment. Next to that one, you can also learn whether your current majors is what you really interested in, because I believe that most of the students always ask me that, how can you know that I am very good at the mathematics? Are you sure that the science or technology is a good major for me? And then because of that, I believe the foundations is a very smooth transition for you. Why? Because during the time studying with us, you will have a chance to experience all of these subjects. So one more time, you could have a chance to consider whether your current interested majors is what you would like to study or not. And then at that time, you can change your future major later on. It is very easy and okay with you. You do not need to stretch yourself. Okay, I have to immediately select my field at this moment. No, you can immediately change it after you complete the foundations, when you certainly are sure about your decisions at that time. So it is okay for you at it. So if you have the questions at this stage, so please feel free to drop the question for me. I will answer later on, likely for you. Okay, so currently we have the two tuition fee for you regarding to the standard as well as the extended. So for extended, we will support more regarding to the English academic for you, to assure one more time regarding to your English proficiency. For standard, it will be more focused regarding to your interesting major in the future. So the course fee here will be different, but no worries, because that we do have the scholarship for you for this year for all of the Burmese students, as long as you are eligible to our academic course, you will be immediately receive our 8,000 scholarship. Yeah, and then as I have just mentioned before, that we also have the package of the scholarship from foundation, diploma, and the degree. So if you have the better chance in the diploma, you also can receive the other 50% scholarship for your degree as well. Okay, so I will move forward to the next program, our diploma program. Okay. For foundations, here is some of the reference information for you to have a look at about our English. But if you don't have the proficiency as English yet, as I mentioned before, you still can do our English test and then immediately package together with our foundations instead of waiting until you achieve your IELTS. So no worry about this one, okay? And also regarding to the Burmese qualifications, we just only require you to complete your matriculations exam with average of your academic result at 60%, or if you have 2 distinctions, you can be immediately placed into our standard program. In case you have any other qualifications, please refer here, or please contact the crowd for this further assistance to apply to us. Okay, so we're moving forward to the diploma. Currently, our diploma is covering all of the very specific majors known as the business, communications, design, science, IT, and engineering. And then most of these majors will lead to the second year of UTS. So if you have any kind of the specific majors you are currently looking at, please feel free to drop the questions for me, so I will answer likely to you. And then currently for this year that we will have the same tuition fee for the 2021 and 2022, but the fee will be a little bit changing by 2023. So if you are currently already decided to study with UTS and UTS College, please feel free to apply immediately to keep your current tuition fee. And then as I mentioned before, that we already have the scholarship of 8,000. And then if you study very well in your diploma, you can receive your further 50% scholarship as well. In addition, during the time studying with us, you also receive some of the excellent result as well, because we do have some of the Burmese students who are studying very well for each semester. And then we have those excellent, outstanding result for the student. And then we award for them about 5,000 to 4,000 to 5,000, depending on which prize the student is achieved at that time. So no worries whether you are getting immediate scholarship or not, because during the time studying with us, you can achieve this continuous scholarship as a current student. Okay, so any question, please feel free to drop the questions here for me. Okay, so here is some of the entry requirement for our diploma. As I mentioned before, for IELTS English proficiency, we do require for the IELTS 6 with the writing 6 as well, instead of all of the pen will be 6. And then if you have the international qualifications, as long as your English as the second language subjects is good from the 60% onwards, you can be waived for our English as well. So please feel free to apply to us, and then we will tell you whether you can be waived for your English or not, or you need to take your PEPT together with us. Okay. All right, so as I say, that if the student have the 2 years of the post-secondary study in Burma already, and then they can still have the 57% of average of academic result, they can go direct to our diploma, or any other student who is currently studying with us. We don't base on the ATA, so please remember that. We only base on the 4 subjects. 4 academic subjects is the best of your result, and then based on that we will check and then select you in the appropriate diploma program here. So no worries regarding to your ATA, just feel free to apply to us, and then we will show you whether you are eligible to it. In addition, if any student is currently obtained the predicted O-level, A-level, or IB, so please feel free to submit your academic result to us, because we do accept the predicted result as well. And then we also issue the conditional COE for you to prepare for your visa in the future. So I think it's such a very important part for you to consider us, because instead of waiting until you receive the official academic result, you still can apply for your visa with your predicted result already. So please ready to apply to us. All right. So I'm not sure whether any of you here is currently waiting interested in the pre-master program, but I will just only moving a little bit faster in comparison with the other. So for pre-master program, we are considered as a graduate certificate program. Instead of pre-master, just only prepare for your English or any kind of the certain skill for you to go to the master. Our pre-master will be a little bit different, because it will be recognized at the 24 credit point, or considered as the first semester of the first year of the master degree in UTS. So any student interested in for our pre-master program, it can be guaranteed for the place for the master degree of UTS already. And then currently we are covering for the 3 specific major, known as the accounting and finance, communications, and the next one it will be the practice for the technology. So any of you interested in this one, please remember that you still can receive the full package of your visa for the 2 years, and then can get the post-study visa as well. All right, so I will be moving forward for this one a little bit. If you complete your bachelor degree in Burma already, so please remember to assure that your academic qualifications is equal to our AQF 6, and with the IELTS 6 only, with the writing 6, you can be applied to our graduate certificate, and then moving forward with the 1.5 years in the master. Okay, so any question, please feel free to drop in the Q&A box for me to answer to you. All right. As an international student, as I have just mentioned before, what will be the difference between the direct studying together with our UTS college? Okay, So during the COVID time, I believe that some of you have been very struggle with doing the online studying. So what make our UTS college different in comparison with the other? So the first thing will be related to our studio city. So what is that? So the studio city is something that we are very proud of. We offer the 24-hour over 7 days for all of the international students when they decided to study with us. So they can receive immediate feedback and immediate support of our tutor while doing their homework at home. And then during the time, if they have any questions regarding to their major, they can book the tutorial immediately with our lively tutor on Studio City whenever they want. So it is very good for you to have this kind of support, and especially for international students. So most of them is facing the difficulty while doing the assignment. And then I believe plagiarism is considered as such a very big struggle for most of the international students. But with Studio City, you can be assured that whether your grammatical is correct, whether you have any kind of how many percentage of the plagiarism inside your assignment, it is very good and very supportive for you whenever you need that. And in admissions, because that most of the students, especially for those who consider studying with IT engineering, so they are facing some of the difficulty according to the mathematics. So we do offer for the help center, and then help center of UTS College and UTS is one. So the student can have the fully support from it to provide own kind of the introduction to mathematics to assure that you are very confident with your mathematics during the time studying our IT as well as the engineering. So most of the students will be very confident when they are moving to the second year with us. Okay, so the next thing will related to the peer mentor. So I believe that most of you will ask me like, okay, so what will be the benefit of the peer mentor here? And then as an international student, is it difficult for me to find the internship, or is it difficult for me to find any chance to work in Sydney? I will tell you about this one. The peer mentor is applicable for all kind of the tips for excellent student who is senior more than you. So they will share with you some tips in order to cope with your current program. And in addition, what do they help you as well? So if you are also very confident about your studying result, you can apply to be one of our peer mentor also, and it is also help you to how to say, to strengthen your CV in the future, and then it's also help you to find a job not only outside of the industry, it is also inside of our campus as well, because you also get paid with supporting for our current student. So I do encourage you guys to participate in this. And next thing will be related to our workshop. We do offer many type of the workshop to encourage students to be more confident. And then especially for those students who is planning to do some of the interview or maybe apply for internship or doing some kind of the project management. We do offer some kind of the interview workshop to support for the student to be more confident. And then more than just that, we also provide some of the custom for the student, like the suit for them to prepare for them for the interview. So they will be very well prepared before going for the interview. So that is all of the things that we do support for the student, especially for the international student, as well as our domestic student as well. And last but not least, I believe that you all know that UTS is the public university, and then we have more than 70% of the domestic students is studying out there. So what will be the difference? I will tell you that if you know how to connect with your classmates, So I believe that there will be a very good networking for you to operate your future enterprise, or maybe they will be the person who introduce for you the new job in the future as well. Who knows, right? So please feel free to drop me any questions if you would like to get the further answer from me as well related to the support from UTS and UTS College. Okay, so I'm very thankful for your time, but before moving for the questions, I would like to share with you some of the image regarding to our campus for you to have a look at before I'm moving forward to the Q&A and some of the questions here. Okay, so you guys can see here that we have the very good campus, and then here's the very modern library of us. And then what will be the difference of our architecture if any of you interested in the design? The design of us will be very iconic, and then we also apply the technology inside to assure that we are very friendly with the environment. As you can see, like the library here will be different from other library because that we do use the solar system outside to optimize for our energy inside this building. And then more than just that, inside our library, you will not see too many books as well, because that most of the books will be under the basement here. We will optimize on of the space we have because that we are in the CBD of Sydney. Yeah, so I believe that if any of you interested in design with us, we will not make you feel pity why decided to be with us. The reason is because that we will bring you the different perceptions according to the design, because the design will not only related to the beauty, it must also more related to the modern style, more practical and hands-on, and also more friendly to the environment in the future as well. Okay, so we're moving forward to inside of our library here. As I have just mentioned before, you can see like we don't have too many books inside. The reason is because that we will use the modern system to put all of the books under the basement, and then whenever you just only need to put the code inside, and then the book will be delivered to you. Okay, we can see it's here related to the book system. Okay, and then as a central, but we don't lose our dream environment, because we believe that the dream environment is very special for all of the students, and then for all of the human in the society. So that is the reason why we decide this kind of thing, to assure that our students will feel very convenient while they are being with us. Okay. So moving forward to all of the other building in our campus. Okay, so here is also another iconic design of us. And then here is for those students who decided to study our business program. Okay, and then for those who are interested in our engineering or data analytics, so please be impressed with this building. The reason is why, because that we will collect all kind of the new data of you daily, because this one is the sensor building. So whenever you enter in the building, we will collect all of your information regarding to your behavior, your lifestyle, about your clothes. So, and then here is a big QR code. You can scan it and then access into the big data resource of our campus. So most of the students doing the data analytics, the most important part is whether your data is the most today or whether your data is the out of date. And then we are sure that we are the most up-to-date one for you to have a look at. All right. So I will have another video for you to have a look at related to our 3D printing. Okay. So here. Okay, I believe that all of you will questions like what does it mean for the 3D printing, right? So if any of you interested in this kind of the sample for the design, or maybe you can check whether that chip is workable. So this kind of the 3D printing would help you to experiment that before moving into the realistic sample. So this is very good, and it is support for you to experience it a little bit earlier. Okay, so here are some of the photos related to our the printing studio for you to have a look at. Okay, and then the next one will be about a tech lab. So for those who are interested in the technology laboratory office, so I would like to show you some of the information of our campus for you to have a look at.
Welcome to UTS Tech Lab.
UTS Tech Lab is designed to change the way universities and industry work together in Australia, creating a flexible, project-focused approach to commercial outcomes and research impact. It's a space where industry and government collaborate with specialist UTS staff on multidisciplinary research that has a real and sustained impact.
The 9,000 square metre facility includes multidisciplinary labs across engineering and computer sciences. We have collaborative workspaces, meeting and seminar rooms, which are all available to our industry partners. As well as state-of-the-art facilities, our partners have access to global experts and rising talent through UTS interns, PhD students and graduates. TechLab has advanced capabilities to support projects in digital transformation, including IoT, artificial intelligence, robotics, Industry 4.0 and smart infrastructure.
The 5G lab is developing 3D printed antenna and integrated circuits to enable Internet of Things or IoT innovation. Other specialist facilities include a multi-axis simulation table that enables large-scale testing of structures, including earthquake research. The academic team working with Sydney Water is developing advanced robots with laser profiling and sensing technologies to identify water pipe defects before critical failure, which is saving millions of dollars. Plus the largest antenna chamber in Australia, supporting research in communications and 5G, and the most comprehensive acoustics engineering facility in New South Wales.
The opportunities at TechLab are endless. By bringing together a diversity of disciplines and expertise, we're creating new ways of working, new ways of thinking, and new ways of imagining what is possible for our industry partners.
Hey, obviously I believe that all of you is checking like where I can find the internship or where I can find the project. After you receive the information from our video, I believe that you also think that through on this kind of project, and then most of the industry would like to approach us, because that here is a very good chance for them to run this kind of research and development those products in our tech lab. And this kind of networking, it does help the student to find a place for you to do the internship. And then with those projects, we are working together with many companies in the industry. I believe it is not very hard for the student to get the internship and also kind of the career placement in the future. And that is the reason why we are currently in the number 5 in Australia for the graduate employability, is because of that. So any of you are interested in our engineering, IT, so I believe that after this video, you may feel more confident while making the decision to being with us, right? Okay, so moving forward is some of the photos for you to have a look at. Yeah, and right now I am done with my presentations already. So any questions so far, I would like to answer. Yeah. So, all right.
Yes, well, so in the Q&A box for the specific questions that we want you to answer, right? I mark as answer live, so you can take one after another.
Okay,
starting
sure.
from the very first one.
Yeah, sure. So I will start from the first one from here,
Jason,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, so I would like to speak out loud for this for everyone to have a look at. So I have finished my matriculation exam in 2020. Now I'm attending for Diploma of Interior Design in Raffles, Bangkok. I would like to know, can I attend advanced degree in interior design at UTS, or do I have to attend starting from diploma again? Okay, so thanks for asking me these questions. I would like to say for interior design, I could not tell you exactly whether you can be directly into our degree yet or not. The most important way is please feel free to go to CROW and then submit your academic result slip, and then from that together with your curriculum description, and then from that our UTS will have a look at that one and assess whether you are qualified in order to enter into our second year or not, because it will be depending on how matching your subjects together with our subjects as well. Or my suggestions is I will send you the link of our interior design subjects here for you to have a look at, and then after that you can check by yourself which subject you believe is more tally together with our subjects, and then you can submit back to CROW, and then CROW could help you to accept for the applications to UTS. And then I hope I have answered your questions so far. So if you would like to ask further regarding to this, please feel free to drop me the questions here. Yeah, thank you. So I move forward to the next questions. I have another question from Jaylat. How about civil engineering master degree and demand civil engineering job? And how long take a time from Myanmar civil engineering to who is holding the BE civil degree in phase? Okay, thanks for your questions. According to this one, we will need to check about your degree, whether you are qualified directly to our master yet or not. If and together with your IELTS as well, because for this kind of the specific major, we will require at least about an IELTS 6.5, and then with on band is from 6 and above. And then can you please just only submit back to us first, and then we will tell you whether how long does it take for your pathway, so it could be easier for you. Yeah. So if you have further questions regarding to this, please feel free to drop the questions for me. And another questions inside your questions is the demanding of the civil engineering job. I would like to tell you that for most of the country, I believe that the civil engineering is very important. However, the demanding will be depending on the workforce at that time, and also depending on how proficiently your English is also. Because that in order to stay in Sydney, most of the engineering, if I don't remember wrongly, they will need IELTS at least about 7.5 and above in order to apply for the skill. So it will be up to you to decide it for this kind of matter. Yeah, and also you will need to check and then also you will need to check with the with CROW about this for the further discussions about your decision of immigration in the future. Okay. So for the master degree, so most of our master degrees, the tuition fee will be around 40,000 to 50,000 per year, and then for our master will be around 2 years, and then you will need to assume around 80,000 to 100,000 for the full master course. And then for this kind of questions, if you have further further requirements, so please feel free to drop some questions to us, and then we will answer you later on as well. Okay. All right. So I have another questions about the information of nursing and early childhood. Okay. So it could be better if you could share with us some informations related to your current background, because I could not answer further if I don't know about your background. But for nursing, we currently only offer for the Bachelor of Nursing. And then the Bachelor of Nursing will need you to complete the matriculation exam and then moving to the foundations office, and then we will have the Bachelor of Nursing. But the requirement in order to get that package, we will need you to have the IELTS 7 with on pain from 7 and above in order to get that kind of package. So please feel free to wrap me further detail of your current background for my better answer to you for this kind of questions. Okay, all right. So next, I will have the questions up here since about can I attend board of architecture and interior design at UTS? The answer is no. The reason is because that we will have very specific majors of architecture and interior design. So if you choose, but how to say, but inside the elective subjects, you still can understand and learn some of the informations regarding to the interior design if you are doing the architecture. But for interior design, if you would like to study for the broadened aspect related to the architecture, I'm afraid that it will not cover fully for you to have a look at. Yeah, and I hope I have answered your questions. And then as I had just mentioned before, I will send the link here for you. We could help assist to send the handbooks of the architecture to him, so he can have a look at whether the curriculum is matching together with the RAFO Bangkok and this one or not. Yeah, so could you please help for this one? Okay, so I will moving forward to the next questions. Of the which university transfer can I apply to the Bachelor of Nursing directly? I would like to say that okay, so because for the Bachelor of Nursing, I'm not sure about which bachelor you are currently holding. And then, for example, like if you have the currently bachelor already, and you apply back to another bachelor, they will have to require you to provide a statement of purpose to show why you decided to change your major, because it is very important for Australia government to know whether you truly and genuinely to select the Bachelor of Nursing as your study, or whether you just only find a way to immigrate out there. So it is very important, and it's also impact to your visa successful as well. Yeah, so please feel free to share with Crow about your background, so Crow would help you to explain further about this case. All right, so I have another questions related to can postgraduate student with the BBA honor from UK University attend the MBA at UTS? Is upper division second class degree equal to GPA 3? I'm so sorry to answer that. I'm not so sure about this one. So we will need to, but I got to say that your BBA, your honor from UK could help you to apply to our MBA, but whether it is equal to the GPA 3 over 4, yes or not, we will need you to submit the academic result to us, and then we will send directly to our admissions team, and then from that they will check about it, and then they will inform you whether it is okay for you to directly to our MBA at this moment, because we have many type of MBA also, and then according to your result, they will advise about which program will be most appropriate to you at this moment. And I hope I answer your questions. Okay. All right, so I have another questions related to how many years do we need to study to get, how many years do we need to study to get a bachelor degree for it and engineering, for IT and engineering? Also, I would like to know about student loans. Okay, so far for the international student, we don't have the student loans. we only offer the student loans for our domestic student. So if you currently holding any kind of the investment visa to get the PR or any other type of the domestic certificate, so if like that, you can apply for our student loans. But so far for international student, we do not offer for this one. And how many years do we need to study for the bachelor degree? I would like to say it depends on which major you would like to apply for. It is normally from 3 to 4 years, depending on which major you are interested in. So please feel free to share with me your interest. So I will advise in detail about that one. Okay. Okay, so I have the next questions is, also, can I attend without IGCSE score with my university score and IELTS score with 2-1 honor? Is that acceptable? Yes, if you have your university score, as I have just mentioned before, if you already studying for the, you have studied for about 2 years for the post-secondary study, then you can use your average academic result from 57 and above in order to apply to our diploma program instead of using your IGCSE. Yeah, so please feel free to send your transcript to us, and then we will advise further regarding to your case. All right. So, okay, so I will go next to another questions. If I run so fast, could you please just only type your questions here for me? So I will answer a little bit slowly in order to meet with your requirement. All right. So I have another questions is, can I study another majors for master even though I graduated from BE0? Yes, you can, but we need to understand the reason why you decided to study the other major of the master. And also depending on the master, whether they do require for the specific majors in or not. So for example, like if you would like to study further for the MBA or any kind of the master of management, it is okay for you to run from another, excuse me, it is okay for you to join from another field to enter into our master. But for some specific master, for example, like the master of the finance or master of accounting, we may need you to have the certain qualifications in order to go directly to it. If not, then you have to go through some of our graduate certificate in order to be qualified for moving forward to the master. So it will be depending on whichever master program you are aiming for. So please feel free to write me for further information about that one. Okay. Okay. So I have another questions is, may I know the career option and job opportunity with health and science degree? Okay, hello Jazz. So for health and science degree, so there will be many of the major inside. So it will be depending on what type of field you would like to look at. You can be in the research as well. You can do some kind of the public support in for following the non-government organizations also. So it will be depending on which type of career you are currently looking at. So I will need to understand further regarding to how to say which type of career you are currently aiming for. Then I will answer further related to this kind of the career options and the job opportunity for you. Okay, so thanks for your questions. And then moving forward, I have another question slide. Can I know exactly what I be studying with in IT major? Okay, so thank you for your questions. Obviously, for IT major, we have many things inside. We have the networking, we have the business information system, we have the data analytic, we have the networking, or even related to the interactions management also. So it will be depending on which type of the IT major you are currently aiming for, similar to the above questions as well. Because for our IT and engineering, we do cover quite a large field of own kind of the current modern trend of IT. So please feel free to write me about your intentions and your interest in, so I could advise some further pathway for you related to this major. All right. So I have another questions related to, I have finished the EXAM IGCSE exam with grade 7 and above for 6 subjects, including English, who I need for IELTS for foundations. As I mentioned before, if your English as a secondary language in your transcript showing that you have achieved more than 60% of achievement, then you will be qualified for our English proficiency and do not need to submit or supplement your IELTS certificate to us. Yeah, so please help send us your IGCSE transcript, so we will base on that and then respond to you exactly about whether you will need to supplement your IELTS or not, but according to your provided rate which you provided here, I'm sure that you can be waived for our English already. All right, so moving forward to Joshua, I have completed my 4 year in mechanical precisions and automations engineering. May I know if I can pursue the degree related to my majors at UTS degree? I would like to sorry that I'm not very familiar with the transcript in Burmese, but it could be very helpful if you could help send us your transcript, and then from that our admissions will help you to identify whether you are qualified for our direct major yet or not, and it could be easy for you to consider about it as well. All right. Okay, thanks for your questions, and then I will be moving forward for another one. I graduated the BE from private university in Myanmar. Which program can I join? BE here, could I understand is as a matriculation exam? So sorry about this.
I think it is Bachelor of Engineering, I guess.
Okay, so it is as I mentioned before that if you complete your university already, so you please have to send us your academic, and also please tell us about which type of career you are currently aiming for, and then from that we could have advice which type of program will be meet with your requirement also, because it will be very hard for me to answer this kind of questions because it's too generic. Yeah, so please have to give us some specific information, then we could have to answer you clearer. All right, thank you for your questions. And then moving forward for another one, I have, is there any linked or branch university or college in Southeast Asia to able to join program of further study in UTS? Yes, we do have. So for your information, then you can go into our UTS website. It is the uts.edu.au, and then you just need to search for the recognition via learning together with us, and then you can find some of the branch university which is currently collaboration with us. And then in case you would like to study in those countries first and then moving forward to us is also possible. So it's up to you to consider about this part. But as I mentioned before, that you still can consider to study in UTS college. The reason is because that the program in UTS college will be cheaper than the first year in UTS. It will be about 24% price off in comparison with the original price in UTS. So it also help you to have some certain saving up tuition fee with our pathway. Yeah, so it's up to you to decide about this kind of part. All right. So I will move forward with the last two questions. I have, will I be able to attend the diploma in your university directly after I have completed my Hnd Foundations year in my country? My major is BBA and I have been in 6.5. So sorry, could you please, do you know what is the Hnd Foundation year?
It is like higher national diploma in for UK, it is equivalent to first year and second year of the bachelor degree, but actually it is the Hnd diploma. But I think what he or she means here is foundation program before the Hnd. So I think what he or she is asking is foundation, is their Hnd foundation is equivalent to UTS foundation, I guess.
Okay, thank you for your explanations. I would like to say like this, for this kind of case, I also respond the similar as the other one. We will need you to help us to send your academic transcript to our UTS admissions, and then from that they will help you to answer whether it is okay for you to directly to the bachelor yet or not. If not, they will refer back to UTS College for your pathway. And I hope I answered your question so far. Yeah. And do you have any questions for me?
Okay, another thing in chat box is how much cost for pre-master program? I got master degree in Myanmar, specialized in banking and finance.
Yes, thank you for your question. So far is our our pre-master program. The cost fee currently is about 23,000 for 8 months for standard. So normally for most of the students who is completed who would like to apply for the postgraduate visa in the future, they will apply for our 8 months course. So for this one, it will be about 23,000. But currently we do have the 8,000 scholarship, as I have just mentioned before. So if you apply right now, so your price will be around 15,000 Australia dollar for your first semester. And then from that, you will need to pay for the 1 year in UTS will be around 40 to 50,000, depending on which major you are in, as I mentioned above. Yeah. So any questions so far from me? Thank
I think
you.
the one in the open question, right? I will just handle. And another one just now is, do you have any degree in arts?
Do you have any? Could you please explain further about what would you like to study in arts? So you mean related to kind of the fire or any kind of the drawing, is it? Because we mostly focus for the design. Yeah, because that we mostly focus related to the design. So far, we just only have about the fashion design. We have the design, especially for the architecture. We have the graphic design. We have animations and productions, but we don't have something more relevant related to the fire art. So I'm not sure whether this is what you are currently aiming for. Yeah. And also related to another questions I have here is, apart from scholarship, is there any kind of financial aid for the diploma program? Yeah, as I have just said before, that we don't have any kind of the financial aid for the diploma program. It is only applicable for the domestic student. For all of the international student, we don't have that one. So in case of if you are aiming for some kind of the scholarship, as I say, you can you can try harder for your diploma program in order to apply for your 50% scholarship for the remaining of the UTS program. It is also one of the good things. I believe that if the student find it is very hard to compete with others immediately for the first year. So they can do it by the diploma and they try harder because that for each year, we will have about 6 branches from the diploma to the bachelor with a 50% tuition fee. So I think that the chance will be higher. Yeah, I hope I have answered your questions. So I have another questions is I completed the Bachelor of Engineering in civil engineering. What will be the main requirement to join the master course and how much it costs? This will depends on which university you are in also. So we will need you to submit your bachelor degree results slip to our admissions, and then from that we will inform you whether it is qualified yet or not, because that there will be some of the ratio according to your grade and also your result as well, for them to consider whether you are qualified for the master. And the master course so far it will be cost from 40 to 50,000 per year. Yeah. And then we also have the excellent postgraduate scholarship for student as well. If you have a very excellent result from your bachelor degree, you may be able to earn from 25 to 35% scholarship with UTS for your master course also. So I believe that it is also a very good chance if you are a very good and excellent student. Yeah. So I have another question is, are there any different specific options like marketing, business management, which I can choose specifically when it comes to study business? Thank you for your questions. Could you please help advise which type of which degree you are aiming for? You would like to aim for the undergraduate or you would like to aim for the master? Because that for our for our pathway, for the first year you will just only study for just only about your business. It will help you to cover all kind of the core according to your business, but about 9 subjects for you to understand further about how to operate the enterprise. But moving forward to the second and the third year, at this time you will be customize your studying according to your plan. So for example, like if you're interested in study for the finance together with the technology is about fintech, right? So you can study for some of the major of the finance inside, and then some of the elective subject is more related to the information system, which could help you to strengthen your bachelor and also to provide a broadened career aspect for you in the future as well. So I believe that most of the students will say like when they are doing our bachelor, it's similar name, but different people will have the different customized study plan because they will have a different intentions of their future career aspect. So it will be up to you to decide about which major and then which trend you would like to follow. Yeah, so I hope I have answered your questions. Yeah. So any question for me so far? It does seem like we do not have any further questions.
We do not have any further questions so far. So thank you so much, Fa, and thank you, V, for your assistance too. And Okay, one more question coming in.
Okay, I also input the link of our handbook regarding to the design, architecture design here for so sorry, I could not remember your full name yet, because I remember that you say like you it's good help you to double check whether your Raffles Bangkok curriculum is similar to us or not. So I put the link here in the chat box for you to have a look at. And then please feel free to check whether it is tally with your curriculum. And then from that, you can get the assistance from Monta, because she could help you to check with UTS whether you can get any kind of the exemptions. Yeah, so it could be very easier for you to have a look at. Yeah. All right. So will there be any instance between the diploma and the bachelor? Okay, so I would like to inform you the informations like that, because that is the guarantee place for you to go to the UTS. So whenever you are doing our foundations or the diploma, there will be no further exam to moving forward. As long as you complete our diploma with no more than 2 failed subjects in your transcript, then you can be moving forward to the second year as a guarantee, and then you will be exempted the first year and then moving to the second year in UTS, depending on which major you select. And for foundations, we will base on the academic result of you for your GPA, if for which major you are in. So as I mentioned before, for example, like if you decided to study for our Bachelor Business, so we will require some certain GPA, maybe around 6.9 to 7 after you complete our foundations in order to moving forward to our Bachelor of Business. But in case you cannot meet that kind of requirement, you still can backtrack with our diploma and then moving to the second year later on. So whichever is convenient with your studying base at that time, so you can choose. So it will not be very stressful for the international student, is because of that. Yeah. So any questions so far, please feel free to drop the questions to info@crowd.edu.mm for the further informations. Yeah, thanks a lot for your time.
ဒီနေ့ပွဲကိုဒီလို internet တွေမီးပြတ်တာရဲ့ခက်ခဲတဲ့ကြားတွေကနေထပ်ပြီးချိန်ပေးပြီးတက်ပေးရတဲ့ကျေးဇူးတင်ပါတယ်เนาะဒါကတော့Australia အတွက် webinar လေးပေါ့အမတို့ရှေ့အပတ်ဒီမှာဆိုလို့ရှိရင်လည်း Singapore အတွက်နောက်တစ်ခုက Canada အတွက် webinar လေးလည်းလုပ်ဖို့ရှိသေးတယ်အဲ့ဒီခါကျတော့ဒီလောက်သွားတဲ့ webinar ရဲ့အခုလောက်သွားတဲ့ webinar ရဲ့ UTS အကြောင်းကိုအသေးစိတ်သိချင်လို့ရှိရင်လည်းထပ်ပြီးသိချင်တာတွေရှိရဆိုရင်ပေါ့နော်အမတို့ info@crown.edu.mm အမ chat box ထဲမှာရေးပြရတယ်ပေါ့နော်အဲ့ဒီကိုလည်းemail ပို့ပြီးမေးလို့ရပါတယ်အသေးစိတ်သိချင်တာတွေရှိလို့ရှင်လေပြီးသွားတဲ့ခါကျတော့ဒီမှာ okay so မဆန္ဒဝင်ရကြတော့အဲ့လိုကိုယ့်ရဲ့ H&D diploma နဲ့ဘယ်လောက်ထိ exemption ရနိုင်လဲနောက်တစ်ခုကကျတော့နောက်တစ်ခါဘယ်အချိန်ဒီမှာရှောက်လို့ရတယ်ပေါ့နော်ဒါမျိုးတွေကိုသိချင်တယ်ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်လည်း transcript ပို့ပေးလို့ရပါတယ်အမှားတို့ UTS ကိုဒီ transcript ကိုဆက်ပို့ပြီးတော့ Bachelor degree နဲ့ပတ်သက်လို့ပေါ့နော်မြည်ကြည့်လို့ရအောင်လို့ပေါ့နော်ဟုတ်ကဲ့ဟုတ်ဒီနေ့ပွဲကိုအချိန်ပေးပြီးတက်ပေးတာကိုကျေးဇူးတင်ကြောင်းထပ်ပြောပါရစေအဲ့တော့အမှားတို့သိချင်တာတွေရှိလို့ရှိရင်info@crown.edu.mm ကိုလည်းမြည်လို့ရပါတယ်
Thank you for your time.
ဒီထဲမှာလေခုနကတော့ question ထဲမှာတစ်ခုဝင်လာတာ foundation ပြီးသွားရင် first year bachelor ဒါမှမဟုတ် foundation diploma year 2 bachelor အဲ့ဒီပုံစံကတော့ပုံမှန်ဆိုလို့ရှိရင် Australia University အကုန်လုံးလို့မှာအဲ့ဒီပုံစံနဲ့ပဲသွားပါတယ်เนาะဟုတ်ကဲ့ဟုတ်ကျေးဇူးအများကြီးတင်ပါတယ်အားလုံး thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thanks a lot for your time. Yeah, thank you everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
Bye.
Have a good day. Okay.
Yeah.